今回のテーマは割とシンプルな表現なんですけれども、すごく便利ですよ。Go with ですね。それを聞くと、誰々と一緒に行くという意味じゃないのと思っている方が結構いると思いますが、実はですね、もう一つの意味と使い道があります。結論から言いますと、何々にしますという意味ですね。例えば、いろんな選択があって迷ってって、要するによく考えてから選ぶことですよね。チョコケーキにしようかな、チーズケーキにしようかな、みんな美味しそうだな、どうしよう、決めらんない。やっぱりチョコケーキにする。They've got cheesecake, they've got chocolate cake. Wow, they all look so good. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with a chocolate cake. それだけではなく、いろんな細かいところがちょっとあるので、この動画でできるだけ分かりやすく簡単な英語で解説してきますね。So, shall we push on with the main topic? Here we go. Part 1, ordering food and drink. So, if you've got some experience with English, which I'm surmising you do as you're watching this channel, you're no doubt familiar with how to order food and drink in coffee shops and restaurants. The most common expressions are, I'll have a coffee. I'd like a coffee. I need a coffee. I'll take a coffee. But as I mentioned in the intro, if you're kind of caught in two minds about what to order, and after a bit of a think, you finally come to a decision, a lot of people say, I'll go with something, something. There are a few slight variations that you might use depending on how you speak and the situation. I'm going to go with, I think I'll go with, I guess I'll go with, I might just go with. So they're basically all using the same basic expression, go with. But here's kind of a subpoint. In regards to this whole ordering thing, do you use a or the? This is the age-old question. Think of it like this. If there's only one on the menu, then use the. For example, in Caesarea, they only have one Milano food doria. So you would use the. I'll go with the Milanese-style baked gratin. But if it's just a generic food or drink, like a coffee or a side order of fries, then we use a. I'm just going to go with a coffee. Let's look at a few more examples. What are you going to have? I think I'm going to go with the salmon steak. Have you decided what you want? Everything looks so good, but I think I'm going with the lasagna. You ready to order? I can't make up my mind. Yeah, I guess I'll just go with a salad. I'm trying to get rid of my muffin top. From those examples, I hope you can see that instead of using the more direct phrases like I'd like or I'll have, by using the phrase go with, kind of feels like you had a tough time deciding what to order and that you've finally come to a decision. And in case you're wondering, a muffin top is this. I went out on a date with a guy from work last week. He was absolutely gorgeous. He's like a cross between Abe Hiroshi and Chikushi Tetsuya. You know, he's got the brawn, but he's also got the brains to go with it, you know? So he took me to this lovely Italian place. Now, usually when I go to like an Italian place like Caesarea, I just order the squid ink pasta. So I was looking at the menu, I didn't really know what was on it, but I decided, okay, I'm gonna go with the squid ink pasta. So it came and I started eating it, and my date, he kept giving me these funny looks. My mouth was stained black as night. Usually when I go to Caesarea, it's probably kind of like a cheaper one, but this was like the real squid ink. I don't think he liked the way I looked. Anyway, when we were going home, I said to him, well, are you not going to give me a goodnight kiss? And he just looked at me and ran away. Can you believe it? So I was left without a goodnight kiss. I'll not be ordering that again in a hurry. I'll go with something else. Part 2, general usage. So in the first part, I focused on using go with for when you're ordering food or drink, which is one of the most common ways to use it. But in this section, I'm going to talk about how it can be applied in more general situations when making decisions. If you're a bit of a fashionista, you tend to need some time to choose what you're going to wear for a night out with the girls or your friend's wedding, then you might use go with. I went with a simple black dress and pearl necklace. So in this case, maybe you were deciding on 2 or 3 different outfits, and finally you've decided on this black dress. You can say, I went with the black dress. I'm not sure whether to go with the white bag or the silver bag. Again, decisions. Which one are you going to go with? We all need to think very carefully before we make a decision on how to spend our hard-earned money. If it's a big ticket item, you'll probably take some time before settling on a product or service. We had estimates from 4 different construction companies, but we're going with Daiwa House. Nande Daiwa House nanda? We've decided to go with the Nissan Serena. The Toyota Alphard was really nice, but it's a bit over our budget. Again, when you're choosing a big ticket item like a car, you really need to think super carefully, and finally, you go with the one that suits you. We can also use go with for talking about our feelings or instincts. It means you're going to trust your gut and believe in yourself when making a decision. I'm going to go with my instincts on this one and put all my money on that horse. It just looks like it's going to win. Look, do we think so? It's a winner. No doubt about it. She went with her feelings and decided to get married to a guy she had met just a few weeks before. Now, I don't know about you, but that sounds like one of the craziest things to do in the whole world. Nah. One more thing. English speakers might tack on phrases like these: in the end, finally, or eventually. So these kind of give the impression that you needed rather a long time to think about it before you made your final decision. We eventually went with the offer we got from the local real estate agent because it was the most competitive and aligned with our needs. I didn't go with the miso ramen in the end. The shio ramen just looked too good to pass up. Now you're talking. I'm getting a bit hungry now. We go through a lot of coffee here at the station. It helps to keep us awake and catch all those bad guys out there. We've got a big coffee machine out the back, and we use real coffee grinds, and the smell is absolutely fantastic. It just goes all the way through the station. It just makes everybody feel happy. But from this month on, we have to go with instant coffee. What a bummer. I used to really look forward to coming to work for a really remarkable cup of coffee, but this stuff is the pits. It's not the same. It's homework time. So if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. And if you found this video to be useful in any way, remember to leave a thumbs up. It would really help out the channel. Okay, so I'm going to give you a Japanese sentence and I want you to change it into some beautiful English, which is very natural, and of course using go with in the sentence. Okay, so the Japanese is this. スニーカーを買うんでしょ？スケッチャーズにしてみたら履き心地がすごくいいよ。いいよ？